Hi guys, we're back. We're trying to figure out a way to keep this on this new thing. This new laptop. It seems to not want to keep. It wants to go away and disappear.
We got the spinning beach ball of death here just moments ago, and despite our best efforts to thwart it,
And
it thwarted us.
This is the first time I've seen that damn thing, even on Joe's computer.
I've had it about 3 times, but it's terrible. The spinning beach ball of death. It's very much like on the space station when they talk about the blue screen of death.
Because you cannot complete anything or keep anything that you want to enter and send off and out. Doesn't allow it. It's a little jerk. Just kind of like it is when you're actually on a beach.
So now, you know, Paul's got some email addresses from his family, which was a big deal here, and
one, but I'm waiting for the others to be signed in.
Well, after that, there will be a cascade, and we entered it into his contacts. So with any luck, he'll be able to be
yakking away with my family.
Well, see, his family cares about him. His family cares about him, and that's wonderful.
But nobody just telephones. Well, they do everything online.
Well, that's why we finally got one of these devices, because nobody wanted to deal with people like people used to deal with each other in the earlier parts, or later parts of the 20th century. And then of course, then it assumed a moral dimension. Oh, you don't have email. Oh, like somehow you are flawed, and you don't have various computer-related things. It's there was a great scene in that movie about the one where Cindy Spacek was in with a country western thing, and they had moved out to Washington State, and every time they had to get a phone call, some guy had to run across the field to, I grew up where that was the case, where people sometimes had to go down and fetch people, and this was on a party line system, so. This isn't that far away, guys.
I had that when I was a kid. The party line system in our neighborhood worked that each house had a certain type of ring.
Well, you had the ring
and then you would. They would.
That's right.
Whoever was calling you, they knew how it worked.
You had the ringtones. We had the rings, but we had 9. Now there were a number of party lines that extended out to where there were just two people on the line. And of course, you're talking about the ringtones, and I'm talking about just the number of people. And you'd go on there, and you hear Zodella. Zodella's on there, and Zodella basically was probably the equivalent of the person that runs the chat room nowadays on the internet.
Yeah.
What a flawed, unfortunate individual she was. And I don't know, maybe he is still.
We were the farthest back, so we were allowed to have 3 phone rings.
Well, good.
And
given the crowd you had in that house, you needed 3 phone rings.
Humaners were allowed 2 phone rings. Brownies were allowed 1 phone ring.
Well, that's okay, because, I imagine his big old toothless mouth and wad of tobacco made up for that.
So they get the 1 phone ring, and then the phone.
That was unkind of me. He
wouldn't ring anymore.
Guy, and his wife was a very decent woman.
And
still, tobacco.
And then they would have to start
right in
calling
your
back all their
face.
relatives to see who had
Subject
called.
verb disagreement. I'm sorry. Go on. I'm sorry. That's rude. That's wrong. Go on. I hate subject verb disagreement.
Because after you got your certain amount of rings, then you would have to get on the phone and start dialing back to find out who the hell called you and why.
Well, good luck. It's like this, isn't it? I mean, it's like this. I mean, the spinning beach ball of death shows down. We've been thwarted.
Yeah.
Now we might be able to retrieve it. It might still be in your machine somehow, but right now we don't know, do we?
No.
This is Paul's new adventure.
Oh. So, like, if I got 3 phone rings on here or whatever, or green blue, I'd have to start typing in, all my family members' emails and stuff. See, who the hell's looking for? What do you need? What do you want? You want to just shoot the shit? What? Got a problem?
I'm so glad to
Let's
see
chat.
you doing this. I'm so glad to see you doing this. It makes me profoundly happy. It's been a long time.
I like all twisted funk.
You look very spiffy. Well, you do look very spiffy.
Everything backward.
You always, well, no, look, see the 6:25, that's 6:25 in the clock, see? It's not backwards. You're thinking of that awful, less powerful program that Apple provides. Take note, Apple. See? The novices are confused, so take note, Apple.
See, but the way we're actually setting,
No,
I should be over here.
No.
You should be over here.
You're Apple. You are viewing 2 people that have spent upwards of $5,500 in the last 5 months on your products. So here's an idea. Why don't you make the video stuff, which is why most people buy this stuff from you anyway, by the way.
So
Very, very.
Skypes.
Well, and that's another one.
You can Skype out to everybody.
That has nothing. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with Skype. On the other hand, I suppose we could recommend you as a corporate policy to buy Skype, which I'm sure you could do at the flick of a hat.
Yeah, included in already programmed into the thing when you buys it.
There you are, like all these oddball things, like coming like tomatoes. What do you mean tomatoes? What do you mean
this
tomatoes?
Way you would be saving
Twitter,
the purchaser 90
there
minutes
is no,
to
there
2
is,
hours
there is
setting
no,
up Skype.
there is no serious individual that can be considered a serious individual if they say something
like tomatoes.
Well, or they say Twitter followed by a sentence, or a sentence followed by Twitter. No, you are not a serious individual if you do that, and that's just the way it is. So now, Paul, what do you think? Should we try to see if the spinning beach ball of death comes up upon us again?
Well, we try and hit save.
Well, we tried that, but first we
and
need to stop this thing. So what do you? Well, it's your machine.
Well,
do the deed.
We're gonna sign off, guys.
It's where the square box and
we're gonna sign off, guys.
It's right
Have
there.
a good night.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Yes, and presumably, God willing, Deo Lente will be back.
You'll wake up tomorrow, and we will also wake up tomorrow
Well,
and be back tomorrow.
That's the ideal thing. Now,
either on this one or over there.
Well, honey soul, you got to click that thing off there.
So,
just click it. Click.
Good night, sweet dreams.